Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of AFL Tenable Trivia here on the Sash channel, and I'm very excited to be joined by Ian Hume from Don the Stat. Hello, mate.
Hi, Rob. Thanks for having me on. It's the crossover event of the century, isn't it? Two Essendon pods, normally competitive, checking those charts each week, but you've brought us together. So thanks for organising this, and I'm really looking forward to taking part.
Yeah, it's good fun. Look, we're all in it for the same goal at the end of the day, which is a successful Essendon side. But it is summer; it's a good time to relax. So we'll have a bit of fun with some lighthearted trivia. And look, I'm expecting big things. You're the stats guys, you're the numbers guys, so there's a bit of pressure, I think, on you.
There is, and to be fair though, I should be doing well because I've been exploring AFL tables quite a lot to do this countdown to round one that I've been running and finding these obscure numbers that line up with days to Essendon. So if I lose, I think it's a big problem for me here.
Yeah,
I think we'll lose a lot of credibility.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a chance that you might wipe the floor with me here. We could see some pretty big scores. So look, I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it. So look, let's just get stuck straight in. I'll start us off. So I'm actually flipping it. So I'm going to start with the general AFL first, and I'm going to follow up with my Essendon round second. So there are more than 10 answers, but I do need 10. I want you to give me 10 AFL players in history who have kicked the ball more than 4,500 times. So this is all-time AFL VFL history. 5 minutes on the clock, over 4,500 kicks. So your time starts now.
Okay, so I'm going to go KB because he never handballed.
Bang.
Kevin Bartlett.
Number one, KB.
There you go. Thought so. Along the same lines, I'm guessing, Michael Tuck played 400 games. I'm guessing he's probably up there.
He's absolutely up there, Michael Tuck. He's actually second. So there you go. Top
second.
Top
right,
two.
One or two. There we go.
Start.
All right. Who else would have kicked the ball? Robert Harvey.
Robert Harvey is definitely on this list. I think he's the 8th all time.
He's
so
8th.
There you go.
Okay. Who else played a lot of games? Joel Selwood.
Joel Selwood. Now, let me have a look.
He's inside, so I'm not sure.
This is going to be your first wrong answer. Ooh. Joel Selwood, that's your first answer. So he'd be up there for all-time disposals, I'm sure. But
he would be. Up there for all-time free kicks received as well.
Yes, definitely.
How many of them are justified? I'm wasting my time here. I don't know why I'm doing that. All right. So I've gone KB, Tuck, and Harvey. I think Gary Ablett Jr.
Gary Ablett Jr. is on this list. He's probably like 17 or 18, but he's had 4,695. So little Gary Jr. Gadge, I'll put him in there. Bang, that's your fourth.
Yep. I'm going to go for the 400 club again and go Boomer Harvey.
Boomer Harvey, very smart answer. He sits just above Robert Harvey for kicks, so he's on 5,687.
Okay. So I've got 5, have I?
5 already, yep. And one.
Okay. How much time have I got left?
You got 3 minutes 25. So
I can take my time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the other member of the 400 club in Burgoyne. I don't want to claim it yet. So don't give me any reactions there.
Okay.
I'll hold that one as a
poker
reserve.
Poker face. Yep.
That's right. Simon Black.
Is that your answer, Simon Black?
Simon Black, yes.
Simon Black is not on this list, I'm afraid. That is your second cross. So we're into the dicey areas now.
We are. All right. I am going to go another, what I think is a safe one.
Yeah.
And Scott Pendlebury.
Scott Pendlebury is absolutely on this list. 4,937. Well done.
Okay, so I've got a pass mark at the moment, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to go Burgoyne just because I think it makes the most sense in terms of the games played, but he's maybe not as prolific as some of the others.
I'm sorry to say that is your third strike. That is your third strike. So I'm going to have to call it there. We're playing serious tonight. So that is your 3 strikes. So I'll give you some of the all-time. So obviously you got number 1 and 2, which was very good. You got KB and Michael Tuck. In third place, Lee Matthews. Over 6,000 kicks for old Lee. Craig Bradley was in fourth. Wayne Richardson after that. Then Brent and Robert Harvey. You got Ian Nankervis up there, John Murphy. A few more recent guys, Brad Johnson, Nathan Buckley. And here's one when I'll say this and you'll go, oh, he never handballed it. Heath Shaw. Never hand passed it. Never hand passed it. A few more recent ones.
Well, I reckon someone like Jake Lloyd might be close then, given.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be getting up there. Well, of the current players who are still there, although I guess Shannon Hearn just retired, so he's up in that list. Pendlebury, obviously. Dustin Fletcher, you could have said, over 4,500. Old Fletch. Nathan Burke, Paul Roos. Like, there's some classic names in here. But it's a funny one. It's a funny one.
It is. Some of the ones you just don't think of, and yeah. Oh, no, this is why it's a good game.
Good.
If everyone's getting 10 out of 10, it wouldn't be very fun.
Exactly. So, look, 6 out of 10, that's a pretty good start to kick us off. So, well done. All right, well, I'll throw it over to you, and you can run the show.
All right, Rob, I'm going to give you the one from the Essendon category, and this has got more than 10 answers.
Cool.
These are players who have kicked 100 goals for Essendon since 2000, but they must have debuted past the year 2000 onwards. Okay. So no Lloyd, no Lucas. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And it's total goals for the club, not just in a season.
It's just for the club.
Okay. All right. And they've had to have debuted after 2000. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Can I say Joey Danaher?
Joey Danaher is one, and he's at the top. He kicked 191 goals for Essendon and sat on at least one fence.
Okay. Jake Stringer, the package.
Yep, Stringer's 2, 165.
Who else has kicked a lot of goals? Tipper Moody.
Tipper Woody, he is fifth, 157. Fifth. So you got 3.
Okay. Who was in that sort of early 2000s era that would have kicked a few goals? Like, it's very easy just to say, like, it's so Lucas and Lloyd that you're like, all right, it can't be them. Who would have kicked a lot of goals in that era? I don't know if Peter Wright kicked. Oh, has Peter Wright kicked 100? I'll say Peter Wright. Let's go Peter Wright.
You're right. He's just got there. He's got to 101.
Yes, snuck it in.
So
that's close. Okay. All right. Who else kicked a few goals? Stuart Cramery.
Stuart Cramery was just short. He kicked in. I've only got the ones that kicked over 100 at the moment. He kicked in the 90s. I remember thinking he would have been one of them.
Okay, all right. So that's my first.
So that's cross. one loss.
That's my first cross.
1x.
All right. So someone's played a fair bit of time in that. David Zaharakis.
David Zaharakis is on the list.
Yay!
He is at 7.
There we go. I'm like, yeah.
Most people can't think past his first goal.
Yeah,
but
he kicked a few
fairly well.
He kicked a few, yeah. So I'm sure. Okay, so how many?
You're at 50%.
Okay, I got 5.
You got 3 minutes left.
I got 5. All right, and I've made one mistake or 2.
You made one mistake.
Okay, all right. So I've got another one I can burn. Let me think. Okay, so someone who's played a few games, kicked a few goals. There's part of me that it wants to say Job, but I'm sort of like, did he actually kick that many goals? I know he had a few really good years, but I'm not sure if he kicked that many goals. Oh, Cale Hooker.
Cale Hooker, yes. He is 9th. He's kicked 122.
Okay. I'm looking over here, but there's no stats related to this. It's my stats for you are over here. So just so there's no cheating going on. Okay, Cale Hooker. Maybe Hurley, but again, he did spend a lot of time playing back. This is good. Small forwards. Maybe I'm going to say Alwyn Davies Sr.
Alwyn Davies Sr. is there. He's number 10, 120.
120, okay.
So you've got 7. So you only need 3 more. And I'll tell you, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 more left possible right answers.
Okay. This could be a rogue one, but let's have a go. Damien Cupido?
No, not for Cupido, sorry.
Damn.
So that's 2.
Oh, okay. I deserve that for saying his name, so...
There's worse Essendon names you could have said, but he's up there.
Yeah, okay. Who else spent a fair bit of time in that forward line? I'm trying to think of small forwards. I've said Davey, I've said Tip Moody. Some of those other guys probably didn't kick that many goals, so...
You got a minute and a half?
Minute and a half. I've got a bit of time here. Who else? Recent guys... No, Harry Jones, no chance. I said Stringer, I said Tipper... Oh God!
Think of some of the core of sort of the 2010s era.
Yeah, That's what I'm thinking.
The Knights Herd era.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a good era. The problem is that's when I was like around 18 and I was out a lot. I was partying a lot in those years, and I probably wasn't watching as much footy as I do now. So,
well, given the results, that's probably a good choice.
yeah. I mean, Andy Lovett kicked a few goals, but again, a bit inconsistent at times. I'm not really sure. Who was kicking goals in that era? Oh my god, there's a small forward I'm thinking of, and they're completely blanked on me what their name is. Oh, this is going to kill me. Look, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to say Joe Watson.
Joe Watson is one of them.
Hey,
he is 12th. He kicked 113 goals, and you've got 30 seconds.
30 seconds to go.
To get
I just got
two more.
I just got to throw one out there. Angus Monfries.
Angus Monfries is there. Hey! He's equal second with Jake.
9. Okay.
So you're on 9. You've got 13 seconds.
Kyle Langford.
Yes. 128 goals.
10 off.
So you've done it.
This is
You've done a 10.
Look, I've recorded a couple of these. I've only released one, but I've never got a 10. So there we go.
Well, there you go. Maybe I made it too easy for you.
No, it's a good one. That's a good one.
Would you like to know the remaining possibilities?
Please do. What do we got?
So in 4th is Brent Stanton with 158.
Oh, yep. Stance, yep.
David Hill was 6th with 153.
Yep.
Paddy Ryder was 11th, 117.
Yep.
Razio Fantasia, 111.
Yep, that makes sense.
And then you brought this up, but you didn't confirm it, but Michael Hurley did kick over 100 goals.
There we go.
He had the 3 or 4 seasons where he's playing as a key forward, so kicked enough then.
He got
there.
there.
No, well done.
He got there.
You got there just with 7 seconds remaining, so well done.
I snuck it in. Look, I'm very happy with myself because I've been like I haven't done that well, so it's nice to get my first 10. I'm pretty happy with that. Well, all right, let's go for you. This is actually on a very similar theme to yours. So I think you might score high because this is pretty similar. So this is a total list of 10. There's only 10 names on it.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give me the last 10 leading goal kickers for Essendon in a home and away season. So this doesn't include finals. Obviously, if they've done it once, or if they've done it more than once, it only counts as one time. So the last 10 individual players to be the leading goal kicker for the club. So 5 minutes on the clock. Off you go.
Okay, so obviously this year, Kyle Langford.
Yep.
Year before, Peter Wright.
Yep.
Okay, so year before that, Jake Stringer.
Yep. 21, 19 and 2018 for the package.
A couple. So he was 19, 20 and 21. Is that what you...
19, 18 and 21.
Okay. I think it was Anthony McDonald, Tip and Woody, 2020.
He was. Well done.
Okay. So I'm at... How many am I at, sorry?
You're on 4.
That 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so before Stringer was Joe in 2017.
Yep.
And he would have been 2016 as well.
He was.
He might have been... He might have been 2015 as well.
He was. He was three time.
3 in a row. Yep. Okay, so 2014, Carlisle had those good games, but I'm not sure if he did enough. I think Monfries won it 1 year, didn't he? Is he in the top? Is he in the last 10?
Angus Monfries did 2010. Well done.
2010. Well, after that, Stuart Cramery.
Yep.
2011.
Bang. Well done.
And 12.
12 and 13. He won 3 as well.
Okay. All right, so how many am I up
to? You are on 7, 3 to go. You're flying through it. You're flying through
3 to go.
Yeah.
So I've got to what, the year 2010?
Yeah.
And I've covered everything.
You've missed 1 year. You mentioned it.
I have missed 1 year.
You've lost over one year, but yeah, you are back to 2010 at the moment for the rest of them. So.
All right. Well, Lloyd.
Yep. So Lloyd was, there's a few here. So he was 09, 08, 07. And then 05 back to 97 from there. So he won a couple. Just a couple.
Yeah. I think Lucas was 06 because he won the best and fairest that year.
He was indeed. Bang. You're on
that was
9
the year
now.
Lloyd did his big hammy.
Yep.
So I'm on 9 and I've missed a year, is it?
You've missed 1 year. You said it 2014. So can you get 2014?
Okay. Who was around at that time? I've basically got 3 chances to get this.
You got 3 chances and 2 minutes 50 on the clock. So
who was
you're
playing?
Looking good.
Carlisle was playing. Hooker was playing back. It might be Hurley. Was it my option? Hurley, Chapman was there. Who else was there? Can I say Michael Hurley?
Michael Hurley is incorrect. That's your first X. First X.
I think Chapman did it. 2014. Who else was big in that time? It's not Joe, because he would have come it there.
Yeah.
Not Zara. It's hard to think that year. I'm just trying to think who else was on the list that year.
Yeah.
Who else was kicking goals in the forward line?
It's not a memorable year for Essendon supporters, so
no.
Those couple of years.
Probably blanked out the last, dozen.
Yeah.
It's all just one big mess.
Yeah.
I am struggling. Who else was playing forward that year? Not Davey. Davey retired that year. Not him.
140 on the clock, just letting you know.
140. And I've got two chances. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else was playing forward? Not Chapman. I mean, it could be Chapman, but I'll save him for last. I'm thinking, I don't think it can be him. For some reason, it just doesn't seem right. Paddy Ryder.
I mean, look, not that it matters, but after finals, this person wasn't actually leading. So Joe ended up leading for the entire year, but this person led for the home and away season. So that's
clever.
So it's a bit of a rogue one in here.
Yep. Because Joe did have that good final. I remember he kicked a few goals, and then unfortunately things changed after half time.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. I'm just going to say Chapman because I can't think of another name.
Paul Chapman is incorrect.
Okay.
You have 40 seconds.
Okay.
One wrong answer left.
Not Cramming because we've talked about him. It's not Hurley. Hooker didn't start playing forward until 2015. Zaharakis, Stanton. So those midfielders. Fantasia only just started. Or hadn't even... No, he got drafted that year. Or the year before. I'm going to say Zaharakis. That's the only thing I can...
10 seconds.
I've obviously missed someone. But yeah, I don't think it's him, but...
David Zaharakis it's incorrect. You said his name and you were flirting with him and you didn't say it. It was Jake the Snake Carlisle.
Was it? Oh, I thought...
Yeah, he had...
I knew he had that...
Yeah, so we're... Hold on, here we go. I'll tell you. So he kicked... In the season, he kicked 27 goals, 17. But after finals, Joe actually pipped him with 28 goals. So he led for the home and away season, but the old snake with his name tattooed on his back managed to kick the second most amount of goals for Essendon in the whole year and the most in the home and away season.
Well, I think he kicked half of them in 2 games. He had that game against Collingwood and then the Bulldogs game where he kicked 8.
That's right, yeah.
I should have just gone with it.
Yeah.
I just put him aside. I just assumed he played back most of the year.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, we all remember him as a stepladder these days, so he didn't do a great deal other than that. But there you go, the snake. So look, pretty strong. You hit 9 out of 10. You've had 6 in the first, so it's 15. You've set a pretty good score here, and now I'm worried about what you're going to give me.
All right. So I'm going to give you. This is a general one.
Yep.
It is the top 10. It's another goal kicking one.
Yep.
Bit of a theme tonight.
Yep.
This is Essendon's last premiership, the year 2000.
Okay.
This is the general AFL one. Who were the top 10 goal kickers from the year 2000? This is including finals.
Oh, that's a great one. I was 9 years old, so this is going to really test me. But let's try and think about who was good back then. All right, let's start with the easy ones. Let's start with Matthew Lloyd.
Yep. Finished first, 109. Kicked his 100th in the first final against North.
Wayne Carey.
Yeah, Wayne Carey. Kicked 69 goals, which I think is probably appropriate given what is about to happen for him.
Yep.
So he was 4th.
A cult hero, the G Train, Fraser Gehrig.
No.
Oh.
Wasn't on the top 10.
Okay. All right. There we go. Now it's going to start to get tricky for me. Okay. Who was good in 2000? David Neitz.
Neitz, no.
Neitz didn't make it.
No. There's one Melbourne player there.
And it's not Nita.
It's not Neitz, no.
Oh God. Okay.
So you got play. That's his second.
That's my second
cross.
strike. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. This is hard. I'm trying to think who was good that year. And usually, if you're good, there's goals. But Okay,
Yeah.
Nita has that's thrown me. That is absolutely thrown me.
So you're missing an obvious Essendon one. I'll give you a hint.
Oh yeah, okay. Scott Lucas.
Scott Lucas 6th with 57.
Yep. Okay. All right. So who have we got? So Melbourne were good. North were okay. There's probably a Carlton player in there. Was it too early for Fev? Oh my god, when was? I feel like I'm a few years early for Fev. That's my worry. But he was kind of. He was. I feel like this is early Fev, if my memory serves me correct. But I'm worried about him. I mean, Lance Whitnell wasn't probably kicking that many goals, was he? Who else would there be? I'm just going to go for him. I'm going to say Fev.
You should have gone with your second one.
No!
It was Whitnell. Whitnell was 3rd with 70.
Oh, God. You've got me. Oh, man. Well done.
Oh, there's a couple here.
All right. Can I see if I can get them? They won't count, but let me see.
Go for it.
Let me see if I can get them. So, all right. So you've said Lance. Who else was okay? Is there an Adelaide Crows player on that list?
No Adelaide Crows player.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. There's 3 Brisbane players.
Oh, duh.
And one I wouldn't have picked when I first looked at this list.
Okay, so Alistair Lynch. Jonathan Brown?
Not Jonathan Brown.
Okay, so not Jonathan Brown. Oh, God, who was the other really good forward they had who went to Sydney? Oh, it's him.
You're on the right track.
It's him. It's that guy. Oh, my God, what's his name? Bradley? No.
Yeah, Bradshaw.
Yeah, Bradshaw. Okay. Who would have been the other Brisbane player? Ackermanis?
No, but it's someone who ended up being a midfielder.
Black or Power?
False? Yeah, Power.
Power. Okay, yeah. Okay.
You think of him as sort of, the fifth of that midfield wheel that they had. But yeah, he started as a small forward.
He started forward.
So you've still got your Melbourne player to get.
Yeah.
There's a Sydney player, and then there's an absolute mean player.
Absolute mean player. Okay.
From that era.
Who's the Melbourne player? So it's okay. It's
not a tall forward, the Melbourne player.
Okay. Oh my God. Jeff Farmer?
Jeff Farmer. Yeah. So he was 2nd with 76.
Yep. And who's the other club, sorry?
There's a Sydney player.
Okay, Sydney. It's definitely not Plugger.
You'll know him from yelling at that fat West Coast Eagles supporter.
Oh, Mickey O. Yeah.
Mickey O.
And the meme player. I like this. Who's the meme player? Who's the Jake Carlisle of that year?
He's from out west.
He's from out west.
Think out west.
The Q-Stick?
Not the Q-Stick. Other club.
Freo. Who's a meme Freo player? Clive Waterhouse?
Clive Waterhouse.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
That's a cracking list.
That's a couple of names that you might have forgotten about, but yeah, it's a pretty solid list for a goal kicking top 10.
That's a real like late night, few boys having a few beers, going, who kicked the most goals in the year 2000? That's one of those lists. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Well,
I've come from the dead.
Yeah. Hey, I love it.
Back.
That's what this game's about. That's what this game's about. Because you think you're looking good, and I thought I was looking pretty good with a 10 out of 10, but you've absolutely stumped me on the general one. So 16. Is it 13? Did I get 3 or 4?
You got 3.
I got 3. 16 to 13. So, mate, well done. You're the champion. I have no prize for you. I can send you an empty can of Mountain Goat Pale Ale when I'm finished with it. So you can recycle that and get 10 cents if you'd like.
I'll treasure it. I'll put it up on my mantle. I'll take the photos of my children down and I'll put that up there because that's what's most important now.
Exactly. And absolutely great to get you on. We'll have to organise Jono to come on for one as well, and I'll test his knowledge. But here's to a good summer, and we'll talk in the new year, I guess.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, and yeah, thanks for all you do. Before we go, before we started our show, your show was one I was listening to, and I still do. I do enjoy. One of the great things about doing things like we do is that you can cater to a lot of different areas, a lot of different interests there, and I think you guys do a great job with the way in which you approach it. So, just wanted to say well done and to keep up the good work.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, you guys pick the game apart a lot better than I definitely can. That's for sure. I think we represent the emotion, whereas you guys present the kind of facts. I think that's kind of how it works.
Well, that's why you guys record pretty much straight after, and we give it a sort of week to settle. Yeah. So instead of coming out and tearing shreds off everyone, we've had some time to calm down.
Wise. Yeah. Very wise. Very wise. Well, thank you again, mate. That was great fun. we'll have to do another one soon.
Absolutely. Go Dons.
Go Dons.